What's up everybody, it's Charlie and I'm back. I know in past videos I've talked about the positive symptoms of schizoaffective disorder, like hallucinations, delusions, anything like that. But according to a Harvard study, negative symptoms are thoughts or behaviors that are not normally seen in people who don't have schizoaffective disorder. These are the symptoms that, despite medication, tend to linger on and cause people to have breakdowns or different things like that. I would say these are the symptoms that affect me most in my everyday life, that are not treated with my antipsychotic. These are the top 5 negative symptoms in someone diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder. So the first one is blunted affect. I've made a video about blunted affect before, and I'll link to that below. But the core of blunted affect is the lack of facial tone and gestures that people see in those affected with schizoaffective disorder. This one's hard for me because as a YouTuber, I feel like there's all of this pressure to be super expressive and to do things to pull people into my videos, and I have a hard time doing that because my natural expressiveness and tone and gestures are way less than other people. And I see that in my social relationships too, that I'm not able to express the full range of emotions and of my thoughts in a normal conversation. It's not to say that people with this condition are not able to feel emotions. It's more that they have a hard time expressing those emotions, especially in a physical form. The second negative symptoms that I want to talk about is apathy. This is defined as the lack of ability to be motivated to pursue goals and activities. This is something that's hard for me because I do a lot of things that I like, but I'm most of the time not able to motivate myself to actually do those things. So I end up just sitting around doing nothing or watching shows when the things that I want to do are more active than that. According to a handout from the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, apathy can make the individual lethargic or really sleepy, and that is another thing that happens to me. I need significantly more hours of sleep than a lot of the people that I know for me to stay functional. So that leads me into the third negative symptom of schizoaffective disorder, and it's called anhedonia. Anhedonia happens in people with depression too, but it's defined as not enjoying activities like you used to. I find that to be true in that even when I'm able to motivate myself to do things, I still don't get a lot of pleasure from doing them, or I get blunted pleasure from doing them, which goes back to emphasizing the apathy that I'm having. The fourth negative symptom is poverty of speech or poverty of content for speech. This often looks like a person who is quiet most of the time, and when they do talk, they're not really contributing much to the conversation. In this way, sometimes conversing with people who have schizoaffective disorder can be sort of hard, depending on how much they exhibit this negative symptom. For me, I sort of have it a lot. When I get into social conversations, I try to think of things to say and I just can't. A lot of times it takes me a long time to think about what I want to say, and by the time I say it, the moment has passed on or something like that. I would say this is the biggest one that makes it hard to make friends or to sustain friendship relationships. The last symptom that I want to talk about is inattention. This is defined as a person who's not able to focus and is easily derailed in conversations. This can interfere with activities like at work or making friends or sustaining those relationships because you're just not able to think clearly. For me, a lot of times that means that when I'm having a conversation, I'll forget what I'm saying, or if somebody starts another conversation, I can't get back to where I was because I'm pretty disorganized and having a hard time keeping my thoughts together. Yeah, so these are the top 5 negative symptoms that I see in my life the most. There of course are other negative symptoms that are out there, and I haven't touched on them, but I hope that this list of 5 really gets you started on what this can look like in someone's life. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Deuce.